Here we go. It started the spring semester. It was okay. Rough start, you know, the dry winter air combined with the dry heat. That little humidifier did not leave my side all winter. And I was like craving birria, but I wanted it as a stew, so I had to make it myself, obviously, because I felt like I was gonna get a cold, and I did end up getting a cold. So you know, I had to come through and get that stew ready. It was so good. I think it was under season. I don't know, maybe because I was sick, but still good, still tasty. Good thing I didn't make this soup because I ended up getting really, really sick. This little patio outside is my favorite. It's usually chalk doodles, but because it's snow, it was snow doodles and I thought it was so cute. I got a dim sum sample patter with some like low-clot syrup to help with this awful cough, you know? Sat out, watched the Philly skyline at night, even though it's like 4 o'clock. And then over the semester, I had so much calpico and rice balls from the store across the street. It was insane. Very tasty, but I think I should start cooking for myself more often, which I did. New England clam chowder is one of my absolute favorite things to make. I like it more on the thinner side. If your clam chowder is thick and pasty, I don't want it. I don't want to eat wallpaper paste. I want soup, okay? Alright, and once I got my work and school schedule kind of down pat, I decided to go to the ceramic studio. It was winter as I couldn't really do much. The carpal tunnel gets really bad in the cold, and also I can't do any throwing because, again, carpal tunnel. I could get surgery, but I'd rather not. So I decided to focus on mainly just hand building. So I decided to make some magnets, just something cute, something easy. I have a lot of bisqueware that I did not fire or glaze and fire yet. So that's going to be an in the future project, but I'm excited. So we're now on to one of my favorite things to do ever, cyanotyping. Fun fact, I briefly worked at a blueprint shop. So fun. So I decided I couldn't really think what to do, so I was like, let's do found object. Legos, random flowers. I experimented, as you can see here, with different papers, different exposure time. But my favorite were the gemstones I have. As you know, I'm working on being a jeweler. So I just have a lot of gemstones, and the way they look with the light is so pretty. Honestly, I didn't make any jewelry because I'm out of silver, and silver's really expensive right now. It's like 30, almost $50 an ounce. It's insane. But the stones, I think I'm gonna just keep the stones, at least some of them, for cyanotypes for a while. I have a lot of ideas and I just couldn't think. Also, that little bit of formula made so much paper and I look so creepy in this clip. So I have to go under my desk to do them so I don't expose them to the light. And also I have a light box under there. But some of the stones, look, I have this giant chest. I keep buying stones. I have more coming in the mail and I think I have a problem. Couple things so far. I thought I had another one of these clouds, but it looks like I don't. So we're gonna just go with that. And then I have a moon and some stars. And I think, since I want it to all be with components from jewelry making, I'm thinking maybe taking components from other projects, since I don't have enough silver to make the backing cards right now. Backing cards. I don't have any sheet silver to do the backing I need for these, so some other components. I have a lot of like bezels made. I don't have the actual chains. Let me see. Ooh, this is all tarnishing. I need to polish all this. See, this one, I'm still on the fence about. Oh, my hands are so ashy. I'm still on the fence about whether or not I'm going to keep this pendant, but we're gonna see. All right, nothing on here that I need. I'm going to carefully cover these. All right, here we go. Sorry, my room's a mess as always. But yeah, here we are, coming back from washing them. I kind of like this. You can see here, like areas like that is where the emulsion was pretty thin, so I did 2 coats. But then again, it's kind of streaky, but whatever. I don't mind that. Honestly, it's fine with me. But I'm kind of liking it. Fortunately, this one, the balls kind of moved a little bit, so it's not super even. And I need to make sure that the light is directly on top because it's kind of skewed a little bit. Same thing here with the bezel not being completely round, but honestly, I kind of like that, so we'll see. And then I want to see if I have another cloud somewhere that's a little transparent or translucent, but I'm kind of going with that. It looks like fine, because I want it to look like, hey, I'm using stones and whatnot, but I guess this we're gonna get. This is the moon and stars. Here's the bat and the coffin. Whoa! Oops, 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 oops. No, no, no. But yeah, alright, we're gonna let these dry out. I'm actually gonna go back and do some chores. Maybe come back and do round 2 of these. Okay, so this one, I have no idea. I was like playing tic-tac-toe earlier and thought it'd be a good idea, but it didn't really come out the way I wanted it though. I do like the way the gemstones look, so we're gonna do something with this, probably not with the lines. And then yeah, here we go. So this is the right 15-minute exposure, and here it is with 35 minutes because I forgot I was eating. And yeah, the 35-minute exposures are so much better than the 15 minutes. Also, I made sure that this time, the second time, I didn't wash them as heavy as I did before. I let it just run in the water, very little trickle for like 10 minutes. But yeah, so far I'm liking it. This one definitely has to be my favorite. It's so pretty. Alright, so yeah, okay, with the arrival of Pok Pok, that means it's time for me to go and clean up. Alright, so we're back at school. It has been interesting. I get out of work at 7 o'clock, so I end up being in the cafeteria, which is very empty and scary and weird. But throughout the semester, all I had was just the girl dinner snack plates, and I actually got a new laptop. Y'all, you understand, I was so excited. I needed a laptop because my Windows 8.1 finally died and 8.1 is no longer supported. But look at this box. Like, I was just marveling at the way it was packaging. Like a built-in drawer, minimum peanuts, nothing. It was just laptop, bag, here's your paperwork and everything. The bezels are thin. Not a fan of the RGB, but you can turn it off. But I am an Asus fangirl, and this is the first time I've had a 2.5 or a QHD screen, and it was so weird to me. And of course, I had to go download Final Fantasy 14. My boy Minmo enjoys the laptop heat and pets. Gotta pay the cat tax. Alright everybody, and on to my final project. This one has to be the only project I could record because this semester we're doing a lot of nude models, so I can't show you the art or class or anything like that. But for the final project, we had to do a series of 5 paintings on basically whatever we want. It had to be black and white drawings. And since this was around the time of like Ramadan and Eid, I decided to just draw a bunch of hijabis. And the thing is, I'm not a practicing Muslim, but I was still trying on different hijab styles and outfits because I do like to celebrate Eid with my friends and family sometimes. You know, it's like Christmas. You don't really practice a religious side, but you still get together and see your friends and family. So for this project, I actually had to do 5 separate pieces, but I only recorded myself doing a few. One, because I just let my phone die, and also I was just so focused that eventually I just forgot my phone in the bag. But yeah, the project was fun. You know, I got to pay my cat taxes. I was just supposed to be a black and white class, so honestly, I just used, again, black and white paint. I only ended up needing a little bit of paint. I bought those 2 big tubes thinking I would use it all, and I forgot how amazing golden paint is. So now I just have like 2 giant tubes of paint. So I've been doing a lot more black and white studies on my own. I mean, like that paint is amazing. At first I balked at the price of golden paints, but y'all, golden is life. And then for the day of my review, I just, again, girl dinner, just random stuff I had in my freezer, some granola with this amazing honey, and I just had some random guac and chips. The day of my review, it was just cutting all the paintings out of the paper to hang them up. First I was going to leave them on, but I like the way they look out of the paper. Just the shape, the very blocky graphic shape of the hijabis on against the wall was kind of good. The teacher liked it. My final review, everyone really liked my project. And I think for my actual portfolio class where I'm going to redo these, I'm going to try to do them life size. Like these are 22 by 30. I want them to be either life size or bigger. Like I have 4 by 6 and 8 by 10 foot paper to work on. So we're going to give that a shot. This passion fruit honey syrup is a lifesaver. It was so good, so soothing. And after my reviews, I just took it easy. I would go to the ceramic studio. My little magnets came out and we were working on those throughout the summer. I need to get some like better nails so they don't stick to the kiln shelf because I'm not paying for a new kiln shelf. But they came out so cute. A lot of my friends are in college, so we didn't get to hang out, but now the finals are over. We've just been going out, happy hour, enjoying bars, getting water ice, and just enjoying it in the company. Because we earned this.